What is up, guys? I am Jax, and today I'm going to be teaching you about three-parent babies. I'm going to be going over a few things such as what exactly three-parent babies are and the overall pros and cons of the methodology. The goal of this video is that by the end we will have reached a firm conclusion as to whether or not three-parent babies are good. With that being said, you all know the drill, no dilly-dally, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. The University of Oxford defines three-parent babies as meaning that the baby has three genetic parents: the father who supplied the sperm, the mother who supplied both the womb and the egg nucleus, and an anonymous donor who supplied the healthy mitochondria. This is most commonly done in order to prevent genetic diseases that are caused by mutations in the DNA of the mitochondria. The specific steps, however, that are used in the creation of three-parent babies do get slightly more complicated. Basically, the technique involves using a donor egg from a woman with healthy mitochondria and then removing the nucleus from that egg. Next, the nucleus from one of the intended parent's egg or sperm is inserted into the donor egg, which now contains healthy mitochondria. This egg is then fertilized with the other parent's sperm and implanted into the mother's womb. With this, you have now created a new baby that has genetic material from three different people. This baby has the nuclear DNA from the intended parents, but also has the mitochondrial DNA from the healthy donor. So, in theory, this sounds great, right? But hold on, not so fast. Before we come to a concrete conclusion, we must look at the pros and cons of three-parent babies. First off, looking over at the pro side of things, you have the prevention of mitochondrial diseases in offspring. Now, this is really the big one as far as the pro side goes. As I mentioned before, preventing disease is the main goal of three-parent babies. Ensuring that two parents can produce a healthy offspring is obviously extremely important. The pro side also has genetic diversity going for it. By combining the nuclear DNA from both parents with the mitochondrial DNA from a donor, three-parent babies can increase genetic diversity. While this may not be quite as big of a deal as the last one, it is still definitely worth mentioning. Genetic diversity can always be very influential. Now, on the con side of things, you have the issue of ethical concerns. Some people think that three-parent babies are basically creating genetically modified humans and believe that this technique raises concerns about playing God. This could also lead to a slippery slope where scientists start to experiment with human genetics and create designer babies with specific traits or characteristics. On top of this, you also have the unknown long-term effects. Because this technique is relatively new, there is a lack of data on the safety and effectiveness of this technique. So now that this has been laid out, what do I think about three-parent babies? After all of the research that I have done, I came to the conclusion that the pros of three-parent babies do outweigh the cons in my opinion. There is limited data on the long-term effects of three-parent babies. However, studies and clinical trials have shown that thus far the technique has had a high success rate of producing healthy offspring with minimal risk of mitochondrial disease. And as far as the ethical concerns go, yes, if genetically modifying humans does go too far, I could see some issues there. However, currently I do not see any problems with this specific technique. To sum everything up, there are good and bad things that come with three-parent babies. It is in my opinion that the good things about this technique do outweigh the bad. It is in my opinion that the good things about this technique do outweigh the bad. However, everybody is different, and because of this, I would like to leave it up to you to decide. A scientist may think that three-parent babies are super interesting and innovative, however, a sociologist or a priest may see it completely differently. Now that you have had the chance to learn about such a polarizing topic, you can find out which side of the line it is that you fall on. I hope that this can be something that you can think about going forward, and of course, thank you for watching.